My people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends on where you are watching from. This is Hero World News Now, the only Ogbonge station where they give you better tori and update news around your world. Please don't forget to share and subscribe to this channel and also follow this
The cleanest country in Africa is Rwanda. The dirtiest country in Africa is Burkina Faso. The most expensive country in Africa is Ethiopia. The most dangerous country in Africa is Sudan. The safest country in Africa is Mauritius. The most peaceful country in Africa is Mauritius. The most festive country in Africa is Ghana. The most romantic country in Africa is South Africa. The coldest country in Africa is Lesotho. The hottest country in Africa is Burkina Faso. The richest country in Africa is Seychelles. The poorest country in Africa is Burundi. The most visited country in Africa is Morocco. The most isolated country in Africa is Eritrea. The most populous country in Africa is Nigeria. The smallest country in Africa is Seychelles. The most modern country in Africa is Seychelles. The most oldest country in Africa is Ethiopia. The most influential country in Africa is South Africa. The most corrupt country in Africa is South Sudan. The happiest country in Africa is Mauritius. The saddest country in Africa is Sierra Leone.